In the last lecture, we've seen some examples using ranges. Now I'd like to dive into some more details. We use ranges each time we want our application to execute a repetitive task. Let's assume we have a lottery application and we need to pick 3 random winners. In this case, we could use a range and a loop to repeat 3 times the process of choosing a random winner. Let's see a simple example. For x in range of 3, colon, it follows the for block of code, and here I'm just printing a message. Print f from f string, choose winner, and between curly braces x, the temporary variable of my for loop. And it has executed 3 times the for block of code. In this case, the for block of code has only one instruction, but there could be more instructions as long as they use the same indentation level. A range is in fact a type that represents an immutable sequence of numbers and is commonly used for looping a specific number of times in for loops. There is a built-in function called range that returns ranges of numbers. Python ranges come in multiple forms. The general form of a range is range of, and we have 3 arguments: the start, the stop, and the step. By default, start is 0 and is included, stop is excluded, and by default step is 1. But better, let's see some examples. I create a variable that stores a range, let's say r equals range of 10. In this case, the start is 0, this is the default, the stop is 10, and the step is 1. If I want to display the numbers from the range, I must convert the range to a list. We'll talk a lot about lists in a couple of lectures. For this moment, you should know that we convert a range to a list by calling the list constructor, so list of r. And these are the numbers of my range. We can see how 0 is included and 10 is excluded. Let's see another example. R equals range of 10, 20. Now the start is 10 and is included, and the stop is 20 and is excluded. Of course, I'll list the numbers from 10 to 19. If I want to list only even numbers, I use here a step of 2. This means from 10 to 20, 20 is excluded in steps of 2. We can also have a negative step. Let's see an example. R equals range of, the start argument is 100, the stop argument is minus 50, and the step is minus 3. In fact, I'll go backwards from 100 to minus 50 in steps of 3. And these are the numbers: 100 included, 50 excluded. If you want to use a range in a for loop, you don't need to convert that range to a list. So it's enough to write for x in r, r is a range, print x. So here I'll display the numbers of the range, and these are the numbers. That's all about ranges for the moment. Thank you.